Hello, and welcome to another Astro-COLIBRI tutorial. Today we have a look at the various ways you can filter the many different astrophysical transients that are reported on our platform. We start our journey on the default view of the web interface. If you don't know it yet, just have a look at www.astro-colibri.com. It is free and open to everybody. At first sight, the interface and the many different events that are visible can be overwhelming. What we need to do is to select only the events that we are interested in. In order to achieve that, we have to switch to the science mode of the interface. This is done by this central switch at the top of the interface. Once the science interface is loaded, we have access to many more utilities and customization options. Let us focus on this bar that is functioning as a legend to different colors and marker shapes. Did you know that it is interactive and allows to filter the events that are shown in the interface? Let's have a closer look at the top row indicating different observatories detecting transient phenomena. The observatory button itself allows to deactivate all individual buttons at once. This allows us to easily select only the observatories we are actually interested in. The customization does not stop here. Many observatories are comprised of different instruments operating in different wavelengths or having different characteristics like the field of view or localization precision. The selection of these individual instruments is hidden in subfilters to the observatory selection buttons. Simply long press the button to open it. Here, for example, we can choose to remove events that are localized by the Eclairs instrument on board the SFAM satellite. See how the events on the sky map are updated automatically? Simply click outside the subfilter area to close it. Some of the observatory buttons denote groups of observatories. Examples are the High Energy Observatory Group, which contains, for example, the Hawk Gamma Ray Observatory, but also the AMON Multi-Messenger Network. The Radio Group contains the most important radio telescopes. While many other observatories are grouped together in the Other button. Feel free to add a customized observatory name to further refine the selection. Now let's look at the second row of buttons. These are available to select and deselect different types of phenomena. Again, the main button allows to deactivate the whole row. Let's add a few event types back to our selection. Again, a long click on any of the buttons allows to open submenus providing access to detailed filter criteria. Transients detected in the optical domain can, for example, be filtered according to their classification or their photometric evolution. The filter for high-energy neutrinos contains detailed selections for the various kind of neutrino alerts as well as their properties. Just play with these filters yourself to see what is available. Finally, there are filter options that can be applied to all events independent of their type or observatory. These are grouped together in the general filter. A long click allows again to customize the parameters. These include a selection based on the visibility of the selected follow-up observatory via its accessible range of zenith angles. The filter also allows to select events that have been submitted to several follow-up facilities for further observations. Events that have been retracted as false alarms or instrumental noise are removed by default, but can be retained by checking the box. A selection on the angular distance from the Sun allows to select events that are easily observable during nighttime. Finally, the origin of the event information can be used to customize the data streams used by Astro-COLIBRI. Avoid duplicated entries and prioritize your favorite source of information. Two last buttons are visible in the filter area. The first one allows to reset the filters to their default configuration. This is helpful if you have played with a lot of the settings and want to undo your changes. The second button allows to download the filter configuration in JSON format. You could then use this file in customized requests to our public API. Check out our interactive notebooks to learn more about this. They are available on www.astro-colibri.science. That is all for today. You now know everything about the filtering of the various transient phenomena available in the Astro-COLIBRI platform. Try it yourself on astro-colibri.com. Thanks for listening. See you next time for another tutorial.